Okay, so here's the low impedance electric fence controller. You can hear it, and it also clicks. Well, there's a light which you can't see. That tells you that it's working. And then this one goes down to the ground, and that is pounded into the ground like 4 feet. The other one goes to your fence. So whichever wire you attach it to, because there's 3 strands, that one will be electrified. Now this is the best way to connect or electrify multiple strands together because it's insulated, so you're gonna lose less voltage. But you can do it this way, which is what I did for most of them because I didn't want to spend the extra money, and just attach them like that. And I just wrapped it around the strand a bunch of times. And that's how I connected all of them. These right here, I used, oh, Ollie just got shocked. Sorry, buddy. I used in areas where I wanted to have a lot of tension, but you don't have to use these, but I just got them from like Feed Barn or Tractor Supply, but these are what you use for the gates. I'm sorry, buddy. So I have 3 strands. You can see I used tape on the top strand just because it's easier to see, and then these wires. But going back, I would probably just use the wire and not the tape, because the tape is kind of a pain to deal with because it twists and it's harder to tie and stuff like that. So it goes to the T-post here, and then I just tied it back on itself. And since I have this field fencing that goes all the way around, I just continued this all the way down where we have field fencing. So it's just the top wire. And then here's my gate. So my gate, there's no bottom wires. It's just this top one. So again, I just cut it and tied it on that side. This is insulated, but the metal goes all the way through. So that's electrified and that's electrified, and this is all electrified. So all you have to do, see, he's nervous about it, is you just open it up. It's got a spring on it, walk through it, and then close it. I just have an extra one here because I wasn't sure if I was going to need it or not. And then if there's a lot of tension, I would just tie it around a bunch of times so it didn't go anywhere, but these are just tied like that. So they can just go straight through. And these work on both the tape and the wire. And I just kind of eyeballed it as far as like where to put the strands. And here I needed 2 strands because the earth comes up, so I couldn't do the bottom strand. So I just cut the strand and tied it off, and then made sure that they were all electrified and attached it to the fence. And then it goes to the field fence again, so I don't need to have the 3 strands. So that's pretty much it. And I just kind of thought of it as like if you have a circulatory system and you have the heart and you have to pump the blood throughout the whole body, the heart or the pump is that 50-mile low impedance electric controller. So for electricity to flow to everything, there has to be a vein or a vessel or a path. So that's why you have to just kind of think about, okay, how am I making sure that all of these are going to get electricity? And once you think of it like that, it's pretty easy. Right? Yeah. That's it.